What's going on here? Why is it so dark again? Whiplash! Whiplash!
Yes, Skeletor?
Come here immediately.
Yes, Skeletor?
Why is it so dark in here again? This is even worse than last week.
I'm sorry, Skeletor. I couldn't put the lights on.
Well, why not?
I couldn't find the light switch, Skeletor. It's too dark.
Oh, you imbecile. Why don't you go and put the lights on, and then you'll be able to find the light switch?
Oh, good idea, Skeletor. Good idea. I'll go and do that now.
I'm surrounded by imbeciles. Oh, that's better.
Skeletor.
Yes?
Skeletor. I can find the light switch now. I can see it.
Yes, but the lights are on now, aren't they, Whiplash?
Yes, Skeletor, they are.
So you're a fool again, aren't you, Whiplash?
Yes, Skeletor. Thank you, Skeletor.
Now, get out of my sight before I beat you.
Yes, Skeletor. Thank you, Skeletor.
What a pillock. Right. Okay, everybody, let's start in 5, 4, 3... Greetings! And I am Skeletor, and welcome back to SkeleTalk, the series where I answer your questions. Let's dive straight in, shall we? ShaelRiley writes, typically, you're known to be He-Man's arch-nemesis, but occasionally you formed an expedient alliance with him to take on a mutual enemy. Can you retell a fond memory of one of those times? Well, I do remember one time when I joined He-Man, the Sorceress, and Orko in order to beat the plant-based villain Evil Seed. I was reluctant at first, but was eventually convinced to lend my havoc magic to the cause. Evil Seed was defeated. Afterwards, we all went out for pizza, followed by a wonderful karaoke session. He-Man gave me a lift home on his sky sled, and we enjoyed a post-victory cigar on the balcony at Snake Mountain. We shared some intimate details of our childhoods, and played tic-tac-toe in the condensation that had formed on the windows. When the evening was over, He-Man and I embraced like old friends. Then I poked him in the eye, gave him a wedgie, and went to bed. He was gone by morning, but he had left a note that simply read, "Well played, you shit." Thanks for the question, Shael. BenStutley writes, Dear Skeletor, as much as I appreciate your creation of this forum with its intensive questioning and your forthright and open responses, I must inquire as to the whereabouts of one of my former patients, whereabouts unknown and previously in your thrall. Any information much appreciated. And in the spirit of things, I regularly check my jackboots for foot odour. Well, thanks for the question. Unfortunately, I am not at liberty to divulge the location of the individual in question, but I can confirm that he is being well looked after. I have not visited him personally, but have sent Beastman on my behalf, who assures me that the individual smells very well. Furthermore, it has been reported to me that the individual will soon be eligible for day release, and will be allowed writing materials and access to a telephone. I have sent a care package, the contents of which cannot be revealed at this time, but thanks for your questions, B. GerardO'connor asks 3 questions. Firstly, do you think your Havoc staff could deal with all the firepower of the Punisher? I'd love to see him ripple you full of lead. Well, my Havoc force fields would be more than a match for his bullets, so he presents no challenge to me whatsoever. Gerard's second question is, I've been to the dentist twice this week. Do you need the dentist from time to time? Well, I have not visited the dentist since I was a boy. My teeth are in excellent condition. I brush and floss twice daily, and I use a premium mouthwash. I drink lots of milk and take calcium supplements 4 times a week. Gerard's final question is, can you do any cool impressions? Well, the only impression I can pull off is one of Scooby-Doo. I have done this on Monkey Boy's channel in the past. Here is a quick sample. Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Thanks for your questions, Gerard. Reading Movies asks, what if you were to join forces with Emperor Palpatine? How do you think you would get on, given the Sith's rule of 2? Well, I think we would get on very well, providing he let me rule Eternia. I'm not greedy. The Emperor and I actually have a lot in common, not least of all the power to shoot lightning from our fingertips. I happen to know he enjoys playing snooker, and I enjoy pool, so perhaps there is some common ground there. I am told he enjoys a nice fluffy bathrobe and novelty slippers, so that's something else we have in common. The only sticking point would be that the Sith have yellow eyes. This would be difficult for me to achieve because I have no eyes. Thanks for the question, Reading Movies. StephenGray has 3 questions. Number 1. How did you come into possession of your half of the power sword? Well, data protection regulations prevent me from divulging this information, so let's just say I found it in a bush. Number 2. Where did you acquire your Havoc Staff? Well, the Havoc Staff was actually conjured into being using Havoc magic. And number 3. Did you have a favourite game on your Master System? Well, I was fond of many Master System games, but 3 that I spent many hours playing were Sonic the Hedgehog, Castle of Illusion, and Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Thanks for the question, Stephen. Kat has 3 questions. Firstly, which 80s cartoon is your favourite and why? Well, I very much enjoyed the real Ghostbusters cartoon because I liked the animation and the storylines were very good. The cartoon has aged very well and is still very entertaining today. The episode with the boogeyman is particularly terrifying. I also enjoyed Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Secondly, do you ever read, and if so, what kind of books? Yes, I enjoy reading. For serious non-fiction, I like to read books on quantum physics or remote viewing. And to relax with fiction, I very much enjoy the horror novels of Graham Masterton. They are horrific. Thirdly, who annoys you the most of your minions? Well, of late, the most annoying of my minions has been Whiplash. Usually it is Beastman, but recently Whiplash has been a real pain in the tits. However, regardless of who annoys me, Beastman always receives the beating. Thank you for your questions, Kat. LordMalvada has 6 questions. Number 1. If you could live anywhere in the world, but naked, all your life, where would you live? This is a very difficult question. The sensible answer would be somewhere hot, like the Bahamas. The amusing answer would be at your house. However, my gut instinct tells me I'd be wise to choose Jennifer Lawrence's house. Great question. Number 2. If you had to spend a week wearing dark red lipstick or walking in heeled sandals, which would you choose? Easy. Lipstick. Although this would have to be applied directly to my skull and jawbone, as I have no lips. Number 3. What will you do if you find a skeleton in your closet? Nothing! My closet is full of skeletons. It's where I keep them. If I found no skeletons in my closet, I would be wondering who moved all my skeletons. Number 4. What is the best thing to use as a replacement to toilet paper? Well, I often slide down Beastman's back, but you probably don't have a Beastman, so I would suggest using somebody else's bath sponge or somebody else's towel. Number 5. In a zombie apocalypse, if a kiss could make the zombies human again, would you do it? No! Firstly, I prefer zombies to humans, so I would be perfectly happy if there were hordes of the undead mooching about the place. And secondly, I have no lips, so I could not deliver this magical kiss you speak of. LordMalvada's 6th and final question is, do you sleep hugging stuffed animals? Well, there are 2 answers to this question. Firstly, all my taxidermy is kept in the guest bedrooms for the benefit of any guests I might have. So in this case, no. Secondly, I think you are rather referring to stuffed toy animals in the plural. Well, the answer would be no. I am not 4 years old. However, had you asked, do you sleep hugging a stuffed toy animal in the singular, then yes, I do. Furthermore, were I to anticipate your next question, I would answer, it's an octopus. Octopuses are the best huggers. And no, the plural of octopus is not octopi. And thank you for your questions. And thank you for your questions, everybody. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up and share it with your minions. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And please do leave any questions for next week in the comments below. Right, I'm off to eat fruit salad and watch RoboCop. See you later. Bye!